Hey everyone, it's Lori from Scraps by Sissy. Happy Thursday, everyone. I hope your week is going well. Let's see if I can get this lined up. I think I need a stool to be able to see the top of my phone with my stand. Vertically challenged here. Oh, I hope you're all having a good morning. If you are here, let me know. I don't know if I'll be able to see the comments or not. I know things have gotten changed with Facebook, so we're just going to go with it. So today we're playing with the paper pumpkin for April, and it's called So Cool. And it was one that was designed to play with kids. And you know, yesterday was my Charlie afternoon, and I completely forgot to take this out. Yeah, what can I say? So it makes, 12 cards, and they're all shaped cards, popsicles, watermelon slices, rainbows, and it coordinates with the ice cream corner suite. Comes with this really cute stamp set, and then of course all the labels you need, mini glue dots, dimensionals. The ink spot for this one is Bermuda Bay. And then they have some, I think it's crushed curry twine, which I haven't even opened yet. It shows you I'm not using it today. And then these are your card bases. Kiwi popsicle. Not sure that I've ever seen a kiwi popsicle, but that's okay. I like kiwi, so if there is one out there, I bet it's good. Your watermelon slices and some rainbow cards. Oops. And then, come on, Lori, get it together here. Let's pick this up. It also comes, you can see I was going to use this one, with some stickers, which kids love stickers. And so it's also, these strawberries reminded me of the sweet strawberry stamp set, which I'm actually going to use for the sentiment, but we're not using strawberries. And then, glimmer tags, which I forgot to add to my card, but you know, hey. And then these envelopes that are oh so cute with it coordinates with that designer series paper, that piece in the ice cream corner designer series paper. So, of course, I'm not using any of those today. I didn't even think about it when I was designing my card yesterday. But that's okay. I'll have lots of cards to play with because the way I worked my card today, you can get quite a few cards out of one of the card bases. So let me give you, I should show you the cards. So here is the first one with the watermelon and a piece of that designer series paper. And the stamp sentiment is from the sweet strawberry. And then there's the little watermelon. And then I had to make another slimline card using some more of that designer series paper and that popsicle. And it's actually a gift card holder. See if I make sure I got you in the shot. Hi Shelly. Hi Kathy. Now I can see you on my phone. It's not showing up on my laptop, so there's that. So let's go ahead and get started with this. I'll give you the measurements to the cards. Card number 1 is they both have early espresso card bases. The first one is 8.5 by 5.5 and it's scored at 4 1/4. I used a 4" by 5 1/4 scrap of the designer series paper. I have Very Vanilla, which is die cut with one of the dies from the upcoming catalog that's going live on Tuesday. It's the scalloped contour dies. And then my inside layer is 3 3/4 by 5 inches on the inside. Then card number 2 is also early espresso, and it's cut at 8.5 by 7 inches. It's scored at 3 1/2. The Very Vanilla on the front here is 3 3/8 by 5 3/8, and then the one on the inside is 3 1/4 by 8 1/4. My Granny Apple Green layer is 3 1/4 by 8 1/4. And then I have 2 scraps of the designer series paper that are cut at 2 1/2 by 3 1/4. So let's get started. We'll start with card number 1, and we're going to need our Stampin' Pierce mat because they are all photopolymers. And I guess it helps if I would get my little kit out since it's already set to go. I'm actually going to color today with 2 of our Stampin' Write markers. Now the pieces I have from this watermelon and this here, this was all one of the card bases. So I got 2 cards out of one base, so that's always fun. And we'll start with the envelope, get that part out of the way. And then You're So Cool is not on here. Get that sentiment. Oh, there are the comments on my laptop. Hi, Beth. I hope you're feeling better. I'll put this one aside because I'll need that one in a minute. And we're using Early Espresso for everything. I thought it was easier just to go with one color. I don't know why Early Espresso just jumped out at me on these cards. Probably because the seeds and the little seeds in the kiwi are both done in Early Espresso. But that's just what I saw. So we're going to start with the envelope. Get our envelope out of the way. And I'm just going to stamp the watermelon here. And you know what? I'm going to stamp the one on the inside layer too, so we can get all of that coloring done at once. And like I said, we're using our Stampin' Write markers. We're using the Terracotta Tile from the 2019-2021 in colors, because that's the color of the watermelon. And then I'm also using Granny Apple Green. I'm going to use the brush in. You know, when you're coloring with these, don't try and make it perfect. Just go with it. It's just kind of like painting. Don't have to be perfect. And see, now you'll be able to see the difference between the alcohol markers and these, because these don't blend really, really well, but for small images, this is perfect. And I would not do a lot of brush strokes over the seeds because it'll muddy up the image. And don't worry if you go out of the lines. This is handmade. And then I'll use the Granny Apple Green for the outside. So how's everyone doing with this weather? We had that rain that cleaned up a lot of our pollen, which was a huge help for all of us allergy sufferers. And then today it's supposed to be 90. So there you go. If you don't like the weather in Reading, hang around for a few minutes. It's going to change. Okay, so the sentiment on the outside of the envelope is from the kit. And it says, "You are so cool." Stamp that right there. Our envelope is done. Oops. Clean that off because I'm going to need this block for the front of our other card. So now we'll stamp the sentiment on the inside, which is, where's my card? That was so sweet of you. I was looking for a sentiment that... we don't have one, but I was looking for something that talked about sweet or slice, and this is the one I found. So stamp that. He's done, and we can actually put him on the inside of the card. Work our way out to the front of the card. Now, if you don't subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, you can go to my blog post today when I get done with it, and I'll have a link to Paper Pumpkin. The one coming in June is all about baseball. I'm looking forward to that one. Okay, so now we're going to take this piece of Designer Series paper, and there's that scalloped, and it's got stitching in it, which I love. And then we're going to take some of this trim, This is the faux suede trim. It's done in early espresso. And I'm going to do the cheater method. Just run my adhesive here. And I wish you could feel this. It's so soft. I think I have it upside down. There we go. Just tape that on there like so. Trim that edge. And then we'll add a little bit more adhesive to get it attached to the card front. And then lay him on here. I liked the scallops in this piece of Designer Series paper. Reminds me of the slice of the watermelon. We're not going to do the knot yet until we get done with the rest of the card. So we're going to stamp Hey There on the front. Oops, almost forgot my Pierce mat. Just like that. I like the font in this stamp set. It's fun. I can't wait to play with Charlie with it. I can't believe I didn't even think about that yesterday when he was here. But he was talking about he had gone to their book fair. He got a book, and he was telling me what was he else? He was just chattering all afternoon and sat and watched some TV for a few minutes. We were supposed to do his homework, but he tells me that Nana, that's for home, not for Nana's house. Okay, kid, just don't tell your mom because she'll get mad at me. Although I'm sure she figured it out. So now we're just going to add this to the card front with dimensionals. And this is going to go right over, excuse me, right over our trim, like so. Now we'll come back in with another piece of the trim and make our faux bow, or our knot. You just slide that underneath. And when you tie it, when you tuck it under, grab that piece and twist it around. It'll make your knot a little bit flatter. And then trim your edges like so. Now to give it a frosty look, we're going to color it with some Wink of Stella. At least I thought I had a Wink of Stella here. Nope, I took it out of my drawer. So we'll pretend we colored it with Wink of Stella. I'll show you on this piece. I don't know if you can see it or not. But anyway, that would be colored with Wink of Stella, and it would make it look very cute, and that would be my bling. So there's our first card. And now we'll get going on our, oh, I did a bow on this one, not a knot. Okay, it works either way. That gives you a chance to see the difference. And this little bow here is actually attached with a mini glue dot, where that one I just did the faux bow. They both look fine. This one probably is a little bit bumpier in your envelope. Okay, so for our second card, we're going to do our envelope first. Get that out of the way. And like I told you last week, this is where your thin strips of leftover Designer Series paper comes in handy, because these are business envelopes, the A10. Their flaps are smaller. So you know you have those strips. So we're going to lay that down like this. And just lay him in onto the paper. Try to get it to the edge and not stick my head in the camera. There we go. And then trim. And then it coordinates perfectly with your project. And I like these envelopes that Larry bought. Thank you, Larry. They have those little pull tabs so that you don't even have to lick the envelope. Be nice if we had some. All right, envelope decorated. Pretty quick, huh? I like that paper, it's cute. Okay, so to create that background, I used a, oh, come on. This is one of the labels from the kit. And I used the little, I don't know what that's supposed to be. I just called it dots. I think they're dots. This little dot image to kind of break up all of the green. And we're just going to randomly stamp those dots. And you're going to ink it up every time you do it. You probably should have done this ahead of time so that you weren't sitting here watching me do all these dots. But you're just going to ink and stamp. This is a long piece of paper too, by the way. But I thought the little dots kind of imitated the seeds in the kiwi. Come in here and just, some of these are going to be covered. And we don't have to go all the way to the bottom because of our strip of designer series paper. So we want to come down here. Let me skip that much. There. Good enough. So now we will glue this on. Now when I first started decorating this card front, I was just going to go with the green on the front, but I thought it was a little bit dark. That's why I added the small piece of Very Vanilla. So now we're going to do the cheater method again for the ribbon. Not only does it save you ribbon, but it's faster, and you're not fighting with your ribbon, tying it in a knot or wrapping it around, and it saves on keeping your card less bulky too. Okay, so now we'll add some more adhesive here. And add him to this layer. And this is just about an 1/8 bigger all the way around. I can get this down. There. Add him to the card front. I think since I made that first slim card, this is like my 7th or 8th card I've created. I've gone nuts with these things. They're so fun. Oops, it would help if I got this up here so that it's not. There we go. Okay, so now for the sentiment, we are going to stamp, what to do with it, here it is. We're going to stamp Happy Birthday. I'm going to put that on this block right here. And then make sure. That's a nice part of the photopolymers. You can see if your image has got enough ink on it. There. I guess Sheila came on too. Hi Sheila, I'm not paying attention to any of the comments. I'm too busy stamping, making sure I don't make a mess out of things. All right, so put our sentiment down. And add him at the bottom. Add some more dimensionals to our popsicle. Our kiwi popsicle. These guys are sticky. One on the handle. Okay, that's enough. That's a lot of dimensionals, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to lay him right here. And I have a few rhinestones left. As you can see, I use every single rhinestone I get. So we're going to add one here, one here, and then one here, put one up here. You could definitely put Wink of Stella on that popsicle too. Okay, so there's the front. Now to create the inside with the gift card holder. So we're going to stamp, what do we stamp on the end? You Are So Cool. So we're going to use that sentiment again. And then the sentiment Treat Yourself is from the sweet ice cream set. So we're going to stamp him up here. Where did I put that stamp? It's right here. It's a lot of stamps, isn't it? But they all coordinate. So treat yourself, which is the perfect sentiment for a gift card holder. So I'm using a 1-inch circle punch. Just going to come in here, punch the thumb hole, and you want to make sure you add your adhesive just at the edge so that the gift card has room to slip in there. Do that to the bottom. There we go. Got some adhesive there. And then glue him to the inside, and we are done. Getting down to the end of my adhesive roll here. Set him in here like so. Grab our gift card and see what I mean about, there we go. There we go. And it's tight enough that it's not going to slip out. So there you go. What do you think? We all need another gift card holder, right? So those are our 2 projects for today. Just think about the scrapbooking pages you can do with this set. I've got some pictures coming in of Charlie. I think I've got one where he's eating a big old slice of watermelon, so you know what's going there. And I got one of him and his papa eating popsicles, so that's going to be fun. Well, I thank you so much for stopping by and spending time with me. If you would like to shop with me today, you could go to scrapsbysissy.com, and I'll have links to my online store. There will also be links to the paper pumpkin so that you can subscribe and get the June kit, which is all about baseball. And all the measurements for everything will be on there. I still have to finish that blog post, but I'm almost done with it now, so it shouldn't be long. Again, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will catch you later. Bye.